Sheesh. What the fuck is up, jabronis? So I got a long lunch today. So we're gonna get the Suzuki back on the road. It's been a good, probably year and a half since I've ridden it. Been way too long. Battery was dead. Typical Suzuki, it's pissed off, so it's giving me a fuel injection error, even though it's running fine. Let's see what she do. Well, this thing's a little bit more serious than the other bikes are. So this is a 2019 Suzuki GSX S750. Not an R, it's an S. So it's a naked, but it's still an inline 4. It's the old like K5 Gixxer inline 4. Just not quite as high revving, but it does have like extra oil squirters, and the like crankcase ventilation's better. So it's actually like a more reliable version of a very reliable inline 4. Yeah, I forgot how fast this bike is. Probably need a little bit of tire pressure. Oh, they got no possum. Poor Amino. Oh yeah, it needs tire pressure. it needs pressure on the tires. So I wanted to get this out and ride it because of course it's a motorcycle I own, but also because I've been considering selling this thing because I just don't ride it very often, to be perfectly honest with you. So I was just like, should I sell it? Like, I don't ride it. But then I get on it and just drive down the street and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I can't sell this motorcycle. Oh, inline 4 horsepower, baby. This also does have ECU flash on it because the US version, to make it meet noise regulations, makes 99 horsepower, but the European version makes 212. Mine now makes 212. Not 200, I say 212? 112. Holy fuck, 212. I would not ride this bike. Yeah, that's how we set tire pressure up here. Yeah. Ryobi, the fucking thing. It's very good. Very, very good. Alright, hopefully we're in enough where it'll start again. There we go. Check engine light stayed on, but the FI, it's not flashing. I'm still getting FI, but it's not flashing, so that's fine. It just needs to get ran and just have the code cleared. Because these fuel injected Suzukis, when like the battery dies or you jump it or something, like the EFI system really does not like it, like at all. Inline 4, baby. I'm trying very hard to not just do a million miles an hour. God, I forget how much faster this bike is than my other bikes. Holy fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, we're just gonna take a super short, like, quick ride. Just try to get some miles on the tires. Just get it running. Get it opened up a little bit. You know, the old Italian tune-up. You're running the shit out of it. Which, funny enough, in a lot of cases, especially for older vehicles, not necessarily EFI vehicles, but for like carbureted vehicles, yeah, no, that's the thing. Actually helps in your Volkswagen TDIs too. yeah, this is my 2019 Suzuki GSX S750S, 750cc, inline 4, based on the old K5 Gixxer. Big differences, of course, no fairings, and they did make the frame out of steel instead of aluminum to keep the cost down. Brought the weight up, so even without the fairings, this actually weighs a pretty similar amount to the Gixxer. But it cost a lot less when it was new. This was $9,500-ish. I can't remember. Mine is the ABS model. Now, why did I get the ABS model? It was the only one they had. Honestly, it was the only one they had. And I believe that this colorway only came in the ABS model. Don't quote me on that, but I'm trying to remember back when I actually bought it, which was like fucking 5 years ago. I mean, it's 2024. This is 19. I bought this bike brand new. I think that this color was only available in that. And now at night you can really tell, but this is like a metallic white that has a blue undertone and a lot of metal flake. The white paint on this bike is absolutely fucking beautiful. It's amazing. Now the bike itself is fucking filthy. I mean, you can see, just from what you can see, everything's still filthy even after I cleaned it. Yeah, it needs a deep clean. As well as being outside a lot. Of course, the anodizing on the handlebars has worn off. I'm pretty sure this bar is actually made by Renthal. It's kind of weird because it's a 1/8 to 7/8, which is usually only like dirt bikes do that. But nope, they did that on this bike. And my anodizing on my bar ends is wearing off too, but that's got nothing to do with the bike. That's all with me. I would like to go now. Yeah, this bike was super interesting in the naked segment, because most of the naked bikes would have like some kind of parallel twin or a V-twin, and this one had an inline 4. That was something that even when this bike came out was already starting to die and fade away. Like, naked bikes were just not shipping inline 4s, so they're putting these torquier, you know, parallel twins, and some got V-twins and some got inline 3s. And yeah, this was one of the last inline 4s in the naked that's not 1,000, because almost everyone has 1,000 inline 4 in a naked, like Yamaha MT10, Honda CBR 1000, the Cafe. Suzuki's got the S1000. BMW has the S1000 single R, which is naked. So yeah, and Kawasaki has the Z900, which is weird because it's a little bit smaller displacement, but it's also like way cheaper than all the 1,000 models. But once you go to smaller, it's like all the small inline 4s have disappeared. Yeah, like Suzuki's small inline 4's gone. Kawasaki doesn't have a small inline 4 in the nakeds. You know, their next naked down is the 650. And then Yamaha, of course, they have the MT line, the parallel twin, and the inline 3. They don't have anything. So it was, you know, kind of a unique offering, especially with the engine displacement size, and especially because Suzuki already and still does offer the SV650, the V-twin, fucking naked, the wheelie machine, the Hoonigan bike, the bike that has been loved and adored for fucking 20 years. Actually, I think it's been longer than 20 years. Holy fuck, it's been a while. So yeah, this was kind of a unique offering. It's like you could get that inline 4, you could get, you know, that good fucking near sport bike performance. Of course, you're from Texas. Inline 4, baby, baby. See, you can't get that from Suzuki without buying 1,000 anymore. Like, the thing is, Suzuki also discontinued the Gixxer 600 and 750, and now they have the GSX like 8R. It's like a parallel twin sport bike, which Yamaha offers too. They have the R7, which is a slightly smaller parallel twin sport bike, which don't even fit in any categories. It seems like they still just want to offer the sport bike because there are sport bike people, but they're not the same. Jesus, this bike is so much fun. Like, as much as I love my Rebel, and as much as I love that little fucking 7 horsepower Navi I just bought, I can't get rid of this. And the kind of whole goal was too with this bike when I bought it, because like what I traded in was my Suzuki DR650, which I loved, but all of my friends at the time had much faster bikes than a DR, and they all wanted to go cruising on the highway and do, you know, 80, 90 miles an hour. Meanwhile, I'm riding a bike that if you're doing 80, 90 on the highway, it fucking hates you. Like, it'll do it, but it doesn't like it. And if we end up in traffic, well, that thing was air cooled. It didn't like it. So, like, I bought this, but then, you know, it kind of moved a little further away. We had one friend go to jail. Then I started my transition, and now I have one friend that I talk to sometimes, never actually see, that needs to come get this. Actually, that's a lie. I have two. I have another friend who has a Goldwing now, like an old 4-cylinder Goldwing. And then, yeah, my other friend that needs to come get this, because again, I don't own this bike anymore. It's just here. But yeah, that is my 2019 Suzuki GSX S750. Oh, that was so fun. That was amazing.